back to the Fitrah Mentoring Academy. And one of the areas that we are really focused on is our school communities, working with teachers and parents and students to build resilient school communities, inshallah. And one of the challenges is stress in the classroom. And the stress I'm talking about first and foremost is the stress experienced by teachers and how that is affecting students in the classroom. So if you're a teacher and you're listening to this, please share in the chat how you find it in the classroom, whether you find that your work environment is stressful. Research shows that there's a 50% increase in teachers wanting to leave the teaching profession, prominently because of stress and overwhelm. And the challenges over COVID have been one of the exacerbating factors. In research I've done and with teachers, I have asked them the questions about what makes it difficult, what is stressful in the classroom. And one of the key issues is student behavior, managing student behavior. Another one is the stress of leadership and what their expectations are on them. Another stress that I came across was being able to meet the requirements of the curriculum with limited amount of time, that time is taken out of their teaching time through student behavior management, through days off from students being sick, through COVID, through lockdowns, through transferring to online, to offline, to online teaching. So many different factors involved. And of these teachers, there was only, with a survey that was done of over 12,000 teachers, only 15% of teachers were not showing any signs or risk of burnout. So it's a serious problem. And research has also shown that students disengage when teachers are stressed, that there is actually a direct correlation. Didn't get that word right, did I? Correlation between teachers' stress and overwhelm and burnout levels and student disengagement in the classroom. So we are finding then that stress is jeopardizing student education. And it's a catch-22, right? Because if the teachers are stressed and students are disengaging, then students' misbehavior goes off the rails. And then that increases the stress levels for the teacher because they're then managing student behavior more than being able to teach. And this is certainly something that came through in the research I did with teachers, that student behavior management was interfering with their ability to meet their expectations of what they wanted to cover in the lessons. Now, the good news is there is a solution, and the solution comes from a shift within us as the educators, as the teachers, as the leaders of learning in the classroom. It doesn't require management to change. It doesn't require your students to change. It's a shift inside of us. And I've actually heard some amazing stories from some of my clients on the changes that they've experienced and witnessed in the classroom simply as a result of something shifting in them. So a particular teacher that I was working with had a student in her class who had a moment where he went off the rails became quite defiant, put a chair on top of the table, and then was trying to sit on top of the chair, on top of the table, endangering himself. And he was known by teachers, to be difficult to deal with. And she was able to calmly get him down from that situation without a fuss, to the extent that the school, including leadership, were really surprised at the way she handled it and the result she had in that situation. Another of the teachers shared with me that she'd been working with a group of younger kids, and she'd just worked with them for 1 hour a week for 8 weeks. And the teacher who normally had them asked her, "What did you do? My class has changed." And it was simply the way she showed up in the classroom. So it is possible to create a captivating classroom, and to do that from a place of confidence, compassion, and inner calm. And so I'd love to invite you to learn more about that in a training that I have put together for you. And if I just find the link here, I'll share it on the screen for you. There it is, captivatingclassrooms.com. If you go there, this is a free training which will share with you a little bit about how you can create a captivating classroom. When you captivate their imagination, when you captivate their attention, when you captivate their curiosity, then learning naturally happens in the classroom and behavior sorts itself out without complex behavior management strategies. So, in order to rectify the situation of stress jeopardizing student education, it's about de-stressing the teachers. And de-stressing the teachers starts with a shift inside of us that we can bring into the classroom that can turn it all around. It's incredibly hopeful. And I invite you to check out this free training that I have put together. I'm just going to check the chat here. I see we have Shazi here. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sis. So anybody who is watching now or is watching the replay of this, I'd love you to share with me, if you're a teacher, what stresses you out in the classroom, and what would you like to help you with that stress, to overcome the stress, the overwhelm, the burnout you might be experiencing as a teacher. And even share with me if you've even thought about leaving the teaching profession because of stress and overwhelm. Let's just see from the viewers how much of an issue this is, inshallah. So please, in the comments, share with me what are the stress factors for you as a teacher and what you would love to have to support you with that, and whether it's ever reached the point where you've considered leaving the teaching profession. So Jazakallah khair for your attention today. Inshallah, I will be coming live each day with something relating to teaching for this week. It's my teaching week. And I definitely want to invite you to go to captivatingclassrooms.com. The link is in the description with the video. It's also on the screen here, so that you can get access to the free training on creating a captivating classroom with confidence, compassion, and inner calm. Jazakallah khair for being here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.